I'm Dr. Makija. I'm an alumnus of Jahan College and a psychiatrist in New Jersey. I'm president of SAMHIN, a nonprofit organization or NGO that strives to address a broad range of mental health needs of Indians and other South Asians in this country. SAMHIN offers a variety of free programs such as the helpline, ongoing support group, and educational activities to improve our community's understanding of mental illness and available treatment. We achieve this through seminars and other activities, including posting helpful videos on SAMHIN's YouTube channel. When people call our helpline, we provide emotional support, education, and guidance, and we help them fight stigma. We help them navigate through the difficult and complex maze of mental health system. Visit samhin.org to learn more about our programs, resources, and all the services. And if you have passion for mental health and would like to volunteer, apply online. Thank you.
Welcome, Dr. Wadhwani. It's such a pleasure to have you here with us. This interview, we're so looking forward to the insights about the correlation between psychology and homophobia. And just to introduce ourselves, we are Team Get It Straight. We are an online initiative, a social media campaign that it's a passion project that the four of us are running. Our team members are me, Ritika, Tanay, Ritesh, and Puneet. We're all Indians, and we're looking to eradicate homophobia, or at least make people aware about it in different spheres, and one of them being psychology. So we're so happy to have you here, and I would really like to invite you to introduce yourself for us and for our audience.
Thank you so much for doing this work and for having me. My name is Dr. Sudha Wadhwani. I'm a clinical psychologist based in New Jersey in the US, and I feel very grateful to be part of this initiative. I have a private practice in New Jersey, and I also work at Montclair State University as a staff psychologist and also the coordinator of inclusion and equity and community initiatives. Thanks so much for having me.
Thank you so much, Dr. Wadhwani. So should we go ahead and kickstart the questions? We're still waiting for your response. All right. So, so the first question is that as a clinical psychologist with expertise in the LGBTQ plus area, what are the most common problems that you see these individuals face, or what are the struggles they go through?
Thank you for asking. I work primarily with college students and young adults who are at different points in their coming out process. Some may initially come in with depression or socially anxious, anxiety, and just be starting to come out or maybe questioning. Others may have started to come out to those they feel safest with and want support in their process of telling others and living as their full selves. They may be feeling conflicted in different ways. They may feel torn between their intersecting identities. For example, their religious or ethnic or racial identities may internally be at war, for example, and cause a lot of conflict within them. What I see as the biggest challenge my clients face is coping with criticism, rejection, homophobia, judgment from others, and the resulting isolation or fear of that, and the subsequent shame and internalized self-hatred or anxiety and depression resulting from that. My South Asian clients particularly often worry about disappointing their parents or the shame it might bring to the family, both immediate and extended. Feeling concerned, for example, of the family name or image, often feeling misunderstood and judged. And these issues can really take a toll over time on someone.
So, ma'am, the next question is, what is the most common manifestation of homophobia you see among South Asian Americans?
We are a culture with very clearly defined gender norms and roles that are very heteronormative in nature, meaning with a heterosexual bias. In addition, I think our community is very concerned with image that may stem from marriageability and how important that is, and the notion of what other people will think. I hear this so often from clients and families that I work with. I think being a collectivistic culture is our strength, both our strength and also can be a barrier and a challenge if the people around you are judging or against you. I do think that we have the opportunity to be, with that collectivistic culture, a circle of support, of love, and of compassion, rather than judgment and hate.
Thank you for the response to that. So our next question is, how would you define the psyche of a homophobe? Does it stem from the subconscious fear of change or something else?
Interesting question. I see it more as a community problem, that it impacts the air that individuals breathe in, and it's kind of a notion of, if you're not a certain way, if you're not conforming to the norm, then you are a pariah or seen as abnormal, dirty, or sinful, or wrong. And I think it's these messages over time that people internalize that forms homophobia. I don't think people are born homophobic or racist or etc., but these are conditioned over time from the air that we breathe. And it's the internalization of these heteronormative messages and norms that lead one to be homophobic, or lead one to have internalized that homophobia and to feel ashamed of who they are.
Of course, until now, the responses that we've heard, I think it's tremendous pressure upon an individual who feels his identity is something different and he must keep it to himself. So from that, the question arises that what are the numerous psychological dangers that a homophobia victim goes through or is impacted with?
Very important question. That internalized shame, feeling like a burden or a disappointment, feeling something is wrong with you or that you are bad, maybe damaged, it can be detrimental to one's health and well-being. Imagine not being able to be your full self, to love who you love, to be who you are. It takes a toll and can lead someone to experience anxiety, profound depression, hate oneself, and even feel suicidal. And when your family is everything to you, like I see with many people that I work with, then their disappointment and their judgment, shaming them, causing them stress, can lead to feeling such intense pain, pressure, and even self-loathing, and that's very concerning, very concerning.